Alright. Hello anyone joining us in the stream. This is going to be a bit of an unusual little segment here. There are a number of interesting boss fights in this particular chapter of Fate Grand Order, and mostly for my own sake, I am going to be recording my attempts at defeating them. I have looked ahead to the kind of abilities and stuff the bosses had, and I have attempted to assemble a strategy for dealing with them. So I am going to give it a shot on the first boss, which is actually one of the ones I'm most worried about because it has some very odd building effects, like over time. But I'm going to do my best. I'm just looking here if there's something. I have a little bit of extra resources here for the craft essences. I might be able to get something a little better on Abby. Maybe a 4-star craft essence. Let's see what I can find. Something with a little better. You know what? That will do, I think. Maybe a little bit more. That might help a little bit. I may do a couple attempts of this, so hopefully it'll be fun. Good recording. Anyway, sorry, we're going to dive right in. Alright, I have the right Mystic Code on for this, yeah. Okay, and I'm going to skip the story bit, because I've already watched it, just so I can get to the fight. So wish me luck, everyone. Okay. Now that's it is a hefty damage buff, or decrease there. Now. But I'm still gonna try and burst her down with a little help. Okay, so we are going to put on defensive buff. And then we are also going to put on, which one is it? No, not this one. So we are going to... Alright. And we're going to put Hero Creation on for that extra bit of damage. Okay, so here we go. See how well this works. Alright. Hopefully that will both make or take a little bit more damage and will keep my guys alive a little longer. Okay, you know what? Considering the damage reduction I'm under right now, that's not bad. Oh boy. Alright, and now we're going to try and charge Merlin's Noble Phantasm, because I'm going to probably need some healing. Because we need to last. Because interesting things apparently start happening at turn 5. Merlin's so close. There we go, okay. It's important for Merlin to stay alive, too. Oh, no, that's not good. But you know what? We can probably live through one turn without him being up. Good afternoon, Squishy Werewolf. I am pleased, though a tiny bit surprised you've managed to tune in for this. It's not going to be a very long stream, possibly, because I'm just doing this one boss fight and streaming it so I can keep it for posterity. Okay, so I don't think I need to put the Invulnerable on Merlin this turn. Hopefully I will not regret that. So in the interim, we are just going to do this. Oh, shoot. Damn, that hits hard. But now I can't recall exactly if she has a skill that will increase her gauge. You know what? I don't think I can risk it. Plus, we have David on the field now, so we are gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna use Merlin's just because she may shoot off her Noble Phantasm next turn, and I don't want to take that in the face. Thank you very much. So we are going to defense down. So we're going to lead with Merlin. And very underleveled David attack. Try and get some Merlin refund. You're very correct, Squishy Werewolf. Okay, so, see, now that's a problem. Okay, so we've mitigated that problem. So we can use David's Harp of Healing next turn to hopefully survive the Noble Phantasm, which means... let's try and stun her? Okay, good, okay. Please. Alright, so what are we going to do here? We are just going to try and get charge off. Okay, now we can use Harp of Healing. No, not that one. And hopefully that will allow us to survive this Noble Phantasm that's coming at us. Let me use Dreamlight Charisma right now so David can get his Noble Phantasm off. Let's see. Let's try and get Abby's charge to full. Go, King David! You know, not bad. That's not bad. And Abby has class advantage. Ooh. Now, hopefully, we should survive this. Yes. Though the burn is kind of annoying. Oh, okay, that's gonna work out great. Is this on everyone? No, just him. But you know what? I want to keep him alive anyway. Now, I'd like to save Abby's Noble Phantasm for next break bars. So we were gonna just try and do this. And We're in an interesting situation right now. As I understand it, at this phase of the fight, Nezha is going to start losing health. So, or losing maximum health anyway. So we're doing okay. She's lost all of her crazy buffs. And Abby has class advantage. We just need to get through that damn last bit of health. So we're just gonna go for broke with David here. She is a berserker, so she's taking damage from everything. Okay, there we go. Thank you, David. Yes, please keep targeting the foreigner who you do less damage to. Okay, now she's got a damage buff, though. But those are removable buffs. And what's that Abby's Noble Phantasm does? Also, we have Hero Creation. Oh, this is going to be good. And we're also going to get a full Abby Brave Chain. Oh, this is going to be good. What happened to all your buffs there, Nezha? Now, yeah, I didn't think that would kill right away, but the rest of it... Oh god, yeah. We did it, everyone. We did it in one. My planning worked. Oh, and I got... Ooh! I got 3 St. Quartz from leveling Enkidu's bond level. They like me even more now. Lovable lump of clay. Okay. So that's one of like 6 interesting boss fights that are in this Losbelt down, and we did it in one. And now possibly for a long cutscene. You've noticed too, haven't you, Master? That fight was clearly... Nezha, why? That was an incredible display of wealth and fortune. It almost makes me envy you, but... You took it too far. Even with all your abundance, you were spending it faster than you could replenish it. You know, I thought the way you were burning through your items seemed familiar. You were doing it on purpose. You went out of your way to use more of your power than necessary. You made sure to use so much that not even a god of wealth could recover from the loss. Why? Kubera is the god linked to my father. Huh? In China, Crown Prince Nezha's father is known as Tao Ta Ling Ta Huan, aka Pagoda-bearing Heavenly King Li, aka Ling Ji. And in Japan, Ling Ji is considered to be the same as the figures I mentioned before, Tamoten and Bishamoten. There's a lot of cross-pollination between Taoist lore and Buddhist myth when it comes to gods like these, so it can be difficult to make sense of. But the long and short of it is, we can be pretty sure that Lai Jing and the Hindu god Kubera are one and the same. And I, of course, have a connection to my father. Confusion. There is something inside the jewel I hold in my chest. I do not know what to call these feelings I hold towards my father. What does that all mean? The details are a little different between Journey to the West and the Investiture of the Gods. But basically, Nezha was born with tremendous power and wrecked a lot of things even as a baby. Her father acted in anger and fear, and Nezha lost her body as a result. She was later reborn into a new being thanks to the Buddhist and Taiying Zenren. Well, the real story might be more complicated than that, but that's an accurate picture of the central relationships. Plus, they say Nezha's father is still afraid of her power, so... I am Crown Prince Nezha, Marshal of the Central Altar. I am not Lai Jing. It is therefore impossible for me to tell what I think and feel now that both beings have been combined within me. But I can be certain about this. It is not right for Lai Jing to exist inside Nezha. It is utterly preposterous. Truth, such a being can never be me. Truth, that is not how I am meant to function. That's why you burned yourself out. You couldn't accept what you've become. But why take such a, roundabout approach to suicide? Good point. If you'd wished to end your life, you could have done so any other number of ways, for example. You could have fought back against the god who made you that way with all your might. Since he trusted you enough to bestow you with power, you should have had plenty of chances to attack him if you chose. I considered that, of course, but deemed it impossible. His divine power is just too great. And if I lost, he might decide to erase my consciousness for being defective. Then I would truly become nothing more than a puppet with Nezha's body and Kubera's power. Conclusion: that would be a fate worse than death. If you ended up as a berserker thanks to that violent side of you being the most prevalent in your manifestation, that would probably also mean that your feelings about your father are stronger and fresher than the usual Nezha, which would explain why you just didn't want to deal with it. Yes, I tried not to think about it at first. I buried my feelings deep down and did my best to forget them. But then I saw her. Our Nezha. The moment I saw her, it felt like I had been cursed. I was overcome with rage and hatred and envy, so much so that I couldn't stop myself from destroying her. I could not stand the idea of another me, a truer me, being out there. I could not accept it, but destroying her did nothing to lift my curse. I could no longer ignore my incompleteness. I could no longer stand how ugly I was. That's why I did this. Elaboration: it is not you who destroyed me. I destroyed me. I can't say I approve of what you did, but I can understand it. That is fine. If nothing else, I was able to avoid the worst possible outcome. For that, I thank you. But I will not apologize. The one to whom I should apologize to is no longer here. Defects should just disappear. For the first time, I understand that logic. The defective Nezha mixed with her father will disappear. That is how it should be. Salvation, I will not return in the next Yuga. You're a servant of that god. You have no right to say that. My lover is gone now. How dare you say that they were defective? How dare you say they deserve to disappear? Apology. I have no way of knowing that. All I am saying is, for those of us ashamed of our defectiveness, getting to disappear can be a kind of salvation. Hang on, if you're really grateful to us, then give us some info before you disappear. It can be about anything, Arjuna, the other Lokapala. Oh, we want to know about God Sky Boulder too. That giant cube? Truth. Unknown. I know nothing about it either, nor do I know who might know something. Damn, I was afraid you'd say something like that. Lokapala are servants that he has bestowed with divinities. If you defeat them, those divinities should disperse like mine is. So we can whittle down their forces by taking them out, huh? That's definitely good to know. Whenever we inevitably face off with Arjuna, not having to also fight 3 servants with godly power at the same time will be a huge help. Can you tell us anything about the other Lokapala? Answer. Asvathaman is a special case. He goes around on his own, fighting battles in place of Arjuna. The others watch over different regions. They sometimes assemble under Arjuna's orders, but in general, they keep to their assigned area. There are only 3 Lokapala, so each one covers a wide swath of land. I do not know what happened to the gods who were originally meant to guard the different directions. There are supposed to be 8 Lokapala, 1 for each cardinal direction. I wonder if their divinities are still inside Arjuna because he doesn't need them. What do all you Lokapala do exactly, and which directions do you oversee? Answer. We watch over people, guard against revolt, and take care of the sacred beasts. My territory stretches over everything from the north to the southeast. The old man handles everything from the north to the southwest, and the young man handles everything from the southeast to the southwest. The old man is William Tell, an archer, and the young man is Asclepius, a caster. Oop. All right. Well, first little mini episode of the streaming here where we do a boss battle. Thank you all for tuning in for this brief little boss fight. It went very well. My plan worked perfectly. Except for that one point where she just critted two of my servants into oblivion. But it all worked out in the end, so I declared a victory. Haha! Anyway, hope that everyone has a lovely remainder of their Saturday. I don't know exactly when I will do another one of these Flash episodes. I have, unfortunately, other things to do with my AP in-game at the moment, so I'm taking my time with this particular Losbelt. But I will be streaming these big boss battles when I can. So, hopefully we'll all be lucky and come together at the right time in the right place. Anyway, have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.